Hey guys, it's just Ken and I'm just down here in the Botanical Gardens just outside of Melbourne City, and we just wanted to make a quick video today, and we just wanted to have a chat about consistency. So I have a lot of people that have either started early this year in the program, or they wanted to come on and have a chat about how they get better results in and around the gym and with their health and fitness. And a lot of things that people worry about tend to fall around the topic of consistency. And at the end of the day, consistency and concerning yourself with whether or not things are going to go in the direction that you want them to go in, it's a complete waste of time, and it's just massive bullshit. Let me tell you why. When you start going to the gym religiously, whether or not you have a program, whether or not you have a trainer, whether or not you're even following some sort of like a nutrition plan or guidelines or anything like that, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because it all comes down to time under tension and being consistent. So let's just take a guy, for example, who doesn't have a program, goes into the gym, does 2 or 3 lifts that he picks up from people or asks in terms of friends or family or guys that are already in the gym in terms of advice, and he goes through and he just does, say, a machine chest press, a lat pull down, and let's go a leg press. Nice and simple, compound movements, covers all the bases. Even if that guy doesn't know what he's doing, if he just does those 3 things in regular normal sets, like say 3 sets of 10 or 12 or 6, over the course of say 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, an entire year, he was going to get a massive amounts of results and return on investment in terms of hanging out, being in the gym, doing workouts. And it doesn't come down to consistency at all, because the miraculous thing about consistency is if you completely forget about it and just go through the motions and stop concerning yourself whether or not you can continue to keep up with the momentum that you've received from constantly doing awesome workouts week in, week out, a funny thing happens. If you have 2 weeks away from doing workouts, because you've had previously 4 to even 6 months of some sort of a continued prolonged effort, your body will retaliate and it will have become an ingrained habit. Therefore, consistency does not matter anymore, because once it's a habit and once it's something that your body is accustomed to and you're used to doing those kind of workouts, it will stir up inside you if you do not go back and do those workouts again. It is impossible. You ask anyone, it doesn't matter what discipline it is, whether it's weights, gymnastics, running, a sport, someone who even does something like competitive dart throwing, if they do not practice that consistently for say 3 weeks and they force themselves not to do it, on the first day of the 3rd week when they get up, they can't think about anything else other than doing that one task. So today's lesson is, don't worry about consistency. It will happen automatically. All you have to do is go through the motions, because people aren't really concerned about consistency. They're worried about when the motivation drops, what's going to happen. And the reality it is, by the time that happens to someone, they've done the activity that many times that it becomes ingrained, it's a habit, and they don't have to worry about falling off the wagon, because even if they have 2 weeks off and go on a bender and drink and smoke and party and do, whatever they want, it will stir up inside them that they need to get back in and continue on with the movement. So don't worry about consistency. Habits will form out of your weekly progression, and get it done. Awesome, guys. Talk to you soon.